Hi, my name is Marya. Welcome to Interfaith Dialogue. Today we have two special guests. We have Aisha and we have Judith, and we are going to talk about their Elements experiment today. So what can you tell me about the Elements experiment?
Thank you so much for having us here at Regent Park TV. We're both really excited. So the two of us, Judith and I, founded and now co-facilitate a project called the Elements Experiment. And our tagline is Religion, the Secular, and Public Spaces. So our project essentially has two parts. The first is an online space, and the second is a day-long conference, which will be on October 25th of this year. And we take the submissions of young people all across Canada who are thinking about, care about, and have lots of thoughts about religion, faith, values, and diversity. And then we publish their work in a whole bunch of different ways.
Yeah, so we were inspired because we were both volunteers at our department at the University of Toronto, Department for the Study of Religion. They have an initiative called the Religion and Public Sphere Initiative, which is where scholars come together with people in the community, people who work in the world and interact with religion in their professional lives, and they come together to talk about religion that way. But we thought there should be more space for young people in that conversation. So we thought about what would be the best way to bring young people into conversation about this without having to use the constraints of language that the academy kind of promotes, which is that you have to write things down. You have to write an article to have your opinion taken seriously, which we think really limits the kind of things that people can say about religion. So we wanted to open up a space where people could submit writing, journalistic writing, creative writing, art, music, all the kinds of things that people use to communicate, and bring it all into one space and ask them really, like, what are the elements that make up our shared spaces?
So what would you say would be your target audience? Are you including any submissions from anybody who's under 18?
So the project is primarily targeted towards young people. So the In Spirit Foundation, which is our biggest supporter, alongside the RPS initiative, they target 18 to 30, but we are certainly open to accepting submissions from young people. And that's kind of been the one thing we've insisted on all along, is that lots of grown-ups, professionals, and adults have tons of different spaces to share their ideas and thoughts. And we really wanted to do something where young people could sit together and talk and share their ideas, and that'll happen also at the conference. So we're definitely open to accepting submissions that are written, artistic, videos, creative, from young people.
All work that's submitted to our project, both to the online space and to the conference, are reviewed by a peer review committee. So really, a group of people come together and look at the work that's submitted, and we haven't really been looking at age or who the person is. It's really about the work that gets submitted and what kind of things that says about the person.
Okay. So it is also curious, so with your group, do you accept the people working with you? Are some of them like university students as well, or do you sometimes include like kids in it, like volunteers?
Yeah, well, at the moment, our entire steering committee is run by Department for the Study of Religion students, but we have been opening up to community members to get involved, and we have people who are going to be volunteering at the conference who will be from diverse kind of spaces as well.
We're really excited to hear the ideas of young people who are doing their undergraduate work at university, who are in high school, who want to just volunteer their time for the conference, who want to submit. So we just need them to come find us, and we're willing to give them a way to help us with the project, because we always need all the help we can get.
So where is this conference being held?
It's being held at the University of Toronto, which is the downtown St. George campus, which is at St. George and Bloor, at the Multi-Faith Center at the university. And it's a day-long event.
And anyone who wants any more information can visit our website, which is elements.utoronto.ca, and that's where all the submissions information is. That's also where all the submissions are, so where you can read the work that's been submitted to our project. And that's also where the applications will be up for people who are interested in coming to the conference.
Is there submissions that you specifically are trying to avoid? Like, what would be seen as like not acceptable in terms of submissions?
Good question.
Good question.
Yeah, well, we all of our peer reviewers go through a mandated rubric, which goes through a lot of things. Mostly we want people to submit things that have to do with topics of religion, the secular, and public spaces. And also we're looking for new and innovative ideas and the best way to communicate those ideas. So in the past, we've published academic submissions, as well as written just stories about people's lives, as well as art and videos and things like that. But of course, people, when we go through the peer review system, the rubric has things like we want good work, we want the people's best work to be submitted, and in addition we want things that are respectful and are open to people's self-determinations.
Okay, I read about this thing when I was, I was talking to you guys a bit earlier and you mentioned this thing called pluralism. Could you tell me about how that would relate to this project?
Definitely. So the Inspirit Foundation cares a lot about pluralism, which is, when you look at the word itself, plural means many. And our biggest thing is we want many different kinds of people who understand religion in many different ways to be able to submit their work. So for us, it's really about creating a space where lots of ideas can coexist together and are valued.
Okay, thank you for giving us your time. That was quite informative. And once again, this was the Interfaith Dialogue. And I'm your host, Marya, and we're going to sign out now. Bye.